And that was, as frustrating as it could have been as a coach, seeing us kind of take pitches that we needed to swing at and swing at pitches that we needed to take early on. We hadn't had that opportunity, and she's a great pitcher, like you said. She really kept us off balance, and you don't see I think that was Jada's first strikeout, and I've never seen Jada strike out back to back. So it takes a very, very good pitcher to do that. And I love how our little slappers came in and we got to see that part of our game really shine and kickstart it. So it was awesome for our team to have that and, come through on top.
Coach, kind of take me through before the sixth inning happened. What was the feeling like without being able to really score all that much?
There was a few frustrations because I thought we could have done a better job at picking the pitches that we wanted to hit, and just, if we're going to go for it, go for it. And, we finally just said, like, look, if we're going to go down, let's go down hard and let's not guess. But really at the end, I realized how well Jules was hitting the ball and Denali saw the ball. So I thought lefties are a better matchup to her. And so we were going to go with Katie Burge and Elise Volpe, regardless of if they started off that inning or not. They were on deck ready to roll. So it worked out in our favor. Good time for Elise Volpe to come in and get her second hit of the season. But again, it's things we need to go through, and it shows you that you only need to be big in one inning to win games. That's what's awesome about our sport.
Well, have you mentioned in the past, because of the depth you have and the bench, how valuable it's like a weapon. It's an All-American bench, you've called it, and here you go. You call Alyssa's number, she delivers the hit, and then Kennedy, the freshman, gets on, sets the table for Georgia. I mean, without that, who knows? It's a totally different game. But that's the part of being the whole team, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And we definitely talked about it. That was an All-American bench performance. We had a very loud out to right field with, I want to say, their leadoff hitter. And at first we're like, oh, is that going over? And then Denali catches it and our dugout just went crazy. And when that happened, I thought, here we go. This is Team 20. Here they are. And so that came from the dugout. And then the team just vibed with that and, stuck with it. So it's awesome to be able to do that. And, I think we laid down 2 or 3 bunts in that inning. Love that Jazz laid the bunt down in a situation where you think, like, no way, she's not going to do that, and just pass the bat to the next person. So
G had another outstanding game today. Kind of take me through her performance and just the entire defense in general.
Yeah. Well, to be quite honest, outside of the drag bunt that kind of caught us off guard, and then I think if G could take back one pitch, it would just be that pitch to the Kates in the first inning. Outside of that, she threw a phenomenal game. And again, Kennesaw State is a very good offensive team. They battle. And so loved what she did. She kept us in the game, and her ability to do that is why we still have that confidence of being able to have the 6th inning that we did.
She was tremendous, and Jules caught her. Jules, we've talked about her offense, but we haven't really talked about her catching. She's caught more and has done a very good job. Just talk about the versatility that she brings to you, because she could be a great receiver, but yet still provide the offense like she did in the 6th inning.
Yeah. She didn't get that many those opportunities last year behind the plate as much. And so just having that ability to do that, like you said, our diverse, I can't think of the word I'm looking for here. Versatility. Yes.
Versatility.
Our versatility of our team. But the girls have really bonded well with Jules, and G, when she's smiling and doing her thing on the mound, she shines, and she did that today. And Jules is a big part of it. She's a pitcher's catcher for sure. She likes her pitchers to feel good. She goes and talks to them. She's talking to them in between innings. And so it's not about her, it's about the pitcher. And I think that allows her to, be calm and easy at the plate as well. So I think it's a bonus either way.
when Georgia hit that double to finally put you guys on the board, she was very animated on the base. What was the feeling like for the rest of the dugout when that happened?
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because Georgia's such a sound player, and the team really looks up to her, and so it's kind of weird for her to get up in her first two at bats and maybe not do something. And I know the team's kind of like looking around like, okay, if Georgia did that, well, what am I doing? And the moment that happens, this team just decides to just pick up and go. Like, they follow her. So she has that passion, and they, again, but she also built off of that dugout from that loud out, like I said, in the top of the sixth. So she's one of our leaders. And, I talk a lot about Kira Clarkowski, but Georgia Blair is one of those leaders as well.
You mentioned Jean, how she's throwing. Is this the best she's throwing since you've known her? Obviously, going back to the boys, I mean, she's been lights out pretty much the whole year for the most part. Is this the best you've seen her throw?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the most consistent. I can't think of many pitches where I want to say like, oh, what is she doing, right? So she has done an amazing job of putting herself in a position to be at her best, both physically and mentally. She trained really hard over the summer. She stayed in Orlando on her own, and worked out with a couple of the girls when she could. And so yes, I mean, just the numbers she's putting up, and even the opposing batting average, she's doing a great job with it. And what I love about it is a light really clicked on for her before that Fullerton game last year. We did a video session, and we talked about why we throw the pitch. What's the purpose of the pitch? It's not just, okay, here's a curveball, but why the curveball, and what curveball do you want at that time? And she said, that was it for me. Now I understood where you want to pitch and why you throw it, and just, being smarter. And she's finesse. She's, and again, like I said, when she's smiling on the mound, the team follows her too. So it's fun to see her doing that. And I still think she's got more to come.
Last one for me, Coach. You're up to 5 straight wins now. How close do you think this team is to playing their best ball right now?
I think we're very good. And I still think, I believe, and the teams even said it, we haven't, because we didn't play our best in the first inning. We got caught off guard on things that don't normally happen. That's the first bunt that's been laid down on us, where we haven't really been prepared. And I bet you it won't happen again, because the girls have this little joke: if they get bunted on, they owe each other Chick-fil-A. So, and I might have to tell them that they owe Coach Chick-fil-A if it happens in an actual game. But yeah, I think, once we play all 7 innings, each out, and we're all dialed in, then I'm going to say we're playing our best ball. But our goal is to continue to keep getting better, and we want to play our best ball end of May, early June.